Hi, my name is Lale Vitoye and this is Code 516. So today let's delve a bit into some societal norms that has been around for quite a while. Okay? And I like to title today's podcast Measures. We know definitely that when you actually measure a cat by how well it can bark, you've set it up for a colossal failure. Alright? When you measure a fish by how well it can climb trees, you expect it to fail. Yeah, I think there's actually a particular fish that can climb trees, but that's not the point. The idea here is we measure ourselves, right? We've created a system that actually measures people based on how well they can perform to somebody else's expectation. We really do not measure people by their true potential, by what they can actually do, but by what we expect them to do. And in doing this, we tag them failure, not because they are failures, but because we think they are failures. And a lot of us have internalized this because that was how we were brought up. Our educational system have tagged us like that. It was a condition even from nursery school. Right? Yeah, the positioning system, I don't mind positioning, but we should ensure that we do not make someone who has not been able to conform to the box of what we think they should do and how they should do it. We shouldn't tag them failures. Here's why. Someone may not be able to perform properly in the sciences that we have actually prepared. But such a person may excel abundantly in the arts. And sadly, our educational system may not be properly structured to measure such a person's potential because it has been designed for sciences. So in the light of that, when someone is not scientifically inclined, we consider them not good enough, not fit for society. They are described as the backbenchers. Someone may not be good in the academics at all, but may be an exceptional craftsman. But because our educational system is strictly based on the books and the letters, we feel he's not good enough. And therefore, we shatter his dreams, his hope, his self-esteem to actually be able to create anything at all. Now, this for me is it's quite mind-boggling because we have a lot of creative people who have given up on themselves simply because somebody said they are not good enough, because somebody said they came last in class, and therefore they just decide to themselves, I'm a failure, so let's just go do what failures do. These people never eventually pick up themselves to do better, invent themselves, reinvent themselves all over again. Why? We tag them failures based on what we feel they should do or what they should be able to do. And we never really ask them, what can you do? What will you like to do? When we begin to ask questions like, what can you do? What will you like to do? We will actually discover a lot of potentials in the people we have tagged failures, non-entities, and all the other bad words you can imagine. If only we would take a step back and not measure people by what we feel should be, but by what they can actually do. We have all been gifted in different measures, in different spectrums, and we should be allowed to explore it. We shouldn't all be thrown into the water and expect to swim. A lot of us will drown. A lot of us have drowned. Because the society measures us by everybody has to swim, so everybody get into the water and just go on. If you're going to drown, drown. If you're not going to drown, swim. It's a fight for your life. It really shouldn't be. We really should begin to be empathic, to encourage people to discover themselves for who they want to be. It is not a crime if somebody says they do not want to go to school. It's not a crime. If someone decides, I would love to go learn a trade, an art, please let them. not everyone should be boxed into getting to the four walls of classroom. Of course, the world is a global village right now, and there are lots of means where you could actually educate yourself without actually entering the four walls of a classroom. Get online. Let them learn their trade. Let them learn their craft. Let them go for courses that would actually amplify that interest, that passion. We all do not have to be boxed and measured by what someone actually, no angel designed our educational system. No deity designed what our educational system should be like. Some people sat down and did that. And they created that system based on a particular need. Yes, that need is still valid, right? But right now, the world has a lot of other needs that probably we should create educational systems for. But that topic is not for today, because how do you want to do that? But right now, we should allow people reinvent themselves. 2 decades ago, we would never have thought a career to be possible in comedy. But here we are. Football was never considered as a career, but right now, if your child is kicking some football, you definitely do not want to pull the child away, because, yeah. But right now, we should encourage, allow people discover themselves. Let them express themselves the way they want to. Let them show that thing that they are passionate about. So I encourage you today. Own your truth. Live your truth. Be your truth. Go to the full extent of what your potentials can be without having to feel like a failure because you cannot fit into the box of what society decides for you. My name is Laoli Bitoye, and this has been a lot of rant. It's quite personal to me because I have to break out of the same shackle for a long time, and I feel a lot of us actually are still struggling with the same thing, and we should be free to be who we really want to be. So this has been Chris 516, and until I see you again on the next one, have a wonderful time. Bye.